Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. I hope you are doing well. Yesterday there was a lack of content because I was having issues with my YouTube. I just couldn't upload in time and I decided to cancel both the uploads because it was getting a bit late. I don't know what was wrong, man. It was taking way too much time, so apologies for that, but we are back. We are back and we are here to talk about the predicted tie against Liverpool. Amad Diallo has been put into the 22-man squad, and Jesse Lingard has been taken out of the 22-man squad. So that's interesting. You can think of that what you may. I will get to that when we get to the forwards in this predicted side. But let's talk about Liverpool, man. I'm not going to get into depth about whether or not I think this game is more important than league games or whether or not I think the FA Cup is more important than league games. For me, it's as simple as this. If it's not important, then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shouldn't put a strong team out. If it is important, then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should put a strong team out. And I don't want to see us lose another semi-final, fam. It's as simple as that. If we're going to make a semi-final with our second team, and we genuinely surprise ourselves and we end up in a semi-final and we're still in a title race come February or March or even May, then whatever, let's just cross that bridge when we get there. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we have the squad depth to do that, fam, to be completely honest with you. I think our second team, the drop-off from when Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Paul Pogba, Harry Maguire to a certain extent, because Harry Maguire doesn't count because he never rests anyways. Eric Bailly and David De Gea, the drop-off when those five players for me are not there is massive. And that's no disrespect to Romero or Dean Henderson, but I just don't think they're close to De Gea. Whenever I see them on the team sheet, generally the team is a lot weaker. So for me, I don't think we can do it, but if we do, hey, great, So let's get into the predictions. I'm going to start with the goalkeeper. I think Dean Henderson will play in goal for sure. I think he's got to play in this kind of game. Why not? He's not going to get any game time in the Premier League, so you might as well. I think in the right back position, Aaron Wan-Bissaka cannot be rested because Brandon Williams is out with an injury unless we play Axel Tuanzebe there, which I think would be a mistake. I think Axel Tuanzebe should be played in the centre-back position and he should be used as an alternative for Eric Bailly or Victor Lindelof since he's having problems with his back at the moment. I don't think Lindelof should be playing in a game like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does play next to Maguire this weekend, seeing as we are playing against Liverpool. And I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will bear in mind that Liverpool might play a weak team. I don't think he'll take that kind of a risk. I think he will play the team he was always going to play anyways. So I think Lindelof and Maguire are going to start at the back four. I could be massively wrong. I think Alex Telles will play for a bit of rotation because Luke Shaw has played quite a lot of games now. It's as simple as that. I think Alex Telles needs game time. I think Alex Telles is a very welcome signing, not just by the fan base, but by the club. And I think there's a good relationship there. And I almost feel for Alex Telles because he was a signing that went under the radar and he's been an absolutely magnificent signing. Whether or not you think the impact on Luke Shaw has come as a result of Alex Telles being in the team and pushing him for his position, or whether you think Alex Telles is just here to provide that extra difference, that relief, that feeling that even if Luke Shaw gets injured, we have a quality left back, one of the best left backs in the world, really, before he joined Manchester United anyways. Whatever your opinion of Alex Telles is, I just feel sorry for him because I feel like he hasn't gotten the attention he deserves. He should have been our new shiny toy. He should have been the thing that we spoke about all summer long. He should have been the thing that we went, you know what, maybe we didn't get Jadon Sancho, but I tell you what, Alex Telles is a fantastic bit of business, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen because of the Van der Beek situation, because of the Pogba situation, because of all the drama of us getting knocked out of the Champions League. So there's been a lot of deterring factors and a lot of negative things that have happened with Manchester United this season, and I think Alex Telles has been a very, very bright positive, so I'd like to see him play in this kind of game, and I really want to see the progression of his career at Manchester United because he's a lot older than Luke Shaw, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, moving on into the midfield. The midfield is tough. The midfield is tough to predict. I'm not going to lie to you because I can see Van der Beek playing in the 10 with McFred behind him. But at the same time, I think Matic will play as well, and I think McTominay will play. So does a midfield of Matic, McTominay in a double pivot with Van der Beek being the advanced midfielder work? I don't really know. Is that something Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to try? I don't really know, but that's going to be my prediction. I think Matic, McTominay, Van der Beek, at least two out of those three will definitely play in the midfield, in my opinion. Moving on to the forward line, I think Marcus Rashford has been out of sorts lately, and he did get a rest in the last Liverpool game, so I think he will start here because why not? He is the it factor. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't start, you need Marcus Rashford to start because he will be your game changer. He will be your game winner. He will be your X factor. On the right-hand side, I would still play Mason Greenwood. Yes, he's going through a lot of issues at the moment, but it is an FA Cup game and we have nobody else on that right wing. So for me, play Mason Greenwood or play Dan James, actually. Or play Dan James. If you play Dan James on the left and Rashford on the right, I think that could work with Cavani down the middle. But I don't know if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will do that. I don't know if he actually will do that. I don't know. Something tells me Greenwood will start in this game and something tells me Cavani will play down the middle. I haven't seen Dan James around the team, and he does get penciled in for these kind of fixtures, but it is still Liverpool, you know. So it's weird. It's an FA Cup game in the fourth round, but it's still Liverpool, you know? So, you know, it's kind of a massive game because it's against them. But if it were any other game, I think Dan James would definitely play. But it's weird. I'm going to go with Greenwood, I'm going to go with Rashford, and I'm going to go with Cavani down the middle, if I'm being honest, for my predicted side. On the bench, I think Amad Diallo will 100% be on the bench. And how romantic would it be if Amad Diallo came on as a substitute to score, man? It would be absolutely amazing if that happened. The romanticizing... Sorry, the fantasy would come to life with Amad Diallo if he was to come on and score the winning goal. I think we'd all be massively proud of him because there's a lot of positive things coming out of the dressing room about Amad Diallo at the moment. A lot of people saying that he's been playing very, very, very well with the first team. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, obviously in his most recent press conference, I believe, saying that he is actually doing well in training. Didn't really say much beyond that, but, you know, that's a good sign. So it's an interesting time with Diallo. So he seems to be lighting it up in training sessions, and I'm excited to see him come on potentially in a game of this magnitude and see what he is really made of. And, you know, if Liverpool is playing a weaker team, all the better, because at least, you know, there's not that much pressure on him. But that's going to be my predicted XI. In terms of score predictions, I'm going to go 2-1 to Manchester United. I don't think we can ever play Liverpool off the park, to be honest. It's not something we do very often. And even if Liverpool do play a weaker side, I predict we will play a weaker side as well. So it's going to be second team versus second team. And you know the deal. Whichever team loses, we'll just say we didn't even play our first team, you know. So that will be the excuse. I mean, Liverpool fans will certainly play that card.